My name is Max Rayner. I work for Travelzoo. I'm the Chief Information Officer, and what I do here is to lead all of the technology and product development functions. Travelzoo is the leading worldwide publisher of internet travel deals. We have 15 million subscribers worldwide. It's actually a business fraught with challenges. There are extreme peaks. On Wednesday, when we send worldwide over 15 million pieces of email, we have an immense peak of visitors. So we need to have an infrastructure that is both efficient but capable of handling peaks. Virtual actions have real-life impacts in terms of power consumption that is amazingly intense in the data centers that power the internet and in a business like ours. And because of that, everything we do now, not only because it's good for the environment, but because it's a business requirement, relates to reducing power consumption. We have actually just completed a data center migration. And during that migration, over 100 physical servers were replaced with 21 more efficient servers. The average power consumption was cut in half per server. Not only that, but what used to be previous separate physical servers have now been virtualized as virtual containers within the same server. All this change has allowed us to not only become more effective, to reduce costs, but to have a dramatic reduction in power consumption. The economic reality has now made it a necessity. So it's no longer that people are wondering if they should be good and go green. People are realizing that if they don't, they're losing money and they're imperiling their businesses. Moving toward green IT is fraught with challenges, and some of the ones that we face, but certainly everybody will face, are the initial economic justification for some of the investments. We took a serious look at what it was costing us to run on old, ineffective infrastructure. We did the math on what the investment would be to run on modern infrastructure and the benefits we would reap over many years from it. And the answer was self-evident that we should go forward and move to a greener data center. We advocate that people look at the things that have the most impact in their infrastructure. For example, storage is a critical part. Why? Because lots of spinning disks consume lots of power. And so moving from server-attached storage to any reasonable, modern, greener, centralized function is an improvement. We advocate that people consider virtualization. Both of these are not necessarily only because of a green intent. They're because they're prerequisites to a flexible professional IT shop. Moving toward greener IT practices has vastly improved our technical capabilities and therefore positively impacted Travelzoo's business. For example, when we reach our 15 million subscribers every Wednesday, we are now doing so in a fraction of the time that it used to take to reach them, because the more modern, virtualized, greener equipment we have now deployed allows us to handle that peak much more efficiently than before. We are now able to handle peaks on our website without having to rely on as many physical individual servers. All of those things have a knock-on effect that is beneficial to Travelzoo's top line, also beneficial to our costs, and incidentally makes running the IT function far easier.